In today's video, I'm going to be trying something new where we're going to call it a bit of an experiment. For those of you who don't know, I'm a forklift mechanic. Normally, the way my day goes is customer calls me or they call the shop and say, hey, my forklift's broke down. I show up at the customer's warehouse. They show me the forklift and what's wrong with it. I go back to my van, grab my tools, and then I go do my thing inside the warehouse. Back in the day, I used to keep a tool bag that was empty and I would throw tools in it. When I got there, the tools that I thought I would need, I more or less found that I was just taking tools in and out that were always going into it. I just figured, hey, what the heck, just might as well leave them in there. And that way there save you a little bit of time, which worked out great for me. But problem with tool bags is they get heavy, and that's where I'm at with mine right now. I got a lot of tools that I need all the time, and some that I don't need all the time, which I should probably just put in a toolbox. And I was scrolling through the old Amazons, and I saw these here DuraTech wrenches, which from what they're saying, you get basically 2 wrenches that cover 16 wrenches, SAE and metric. And yeah, I figure that would save me a lot of weight and space in the old tool bag there. So yeah, we'll go through them, take a close look at these here tools right here, and then I'll kind of see what we're looking at as far as the old combination wrenches that I'm hoping to not replace. You can't replace combination wrenches. You always need a good set of combination wrenches, but maybe put them to the point where I don't need them sitting in the bag and, doing a hydraulic hose. I can go into the old toolbox, grab the 1 or 2 or 3 that I need, and then put them back in there so I'm not honking these things around all the time. So yeah, so what do you say? We'll take a look at these and then we'll kind of get an idea of what we're replacing as far as weight and space savings. So let's get into it. So this is them in the old packaging there. Again, metric and standard is what I decided to get. They're calling these 4-in-1 reversibles. They're 2 in the package. As far as the marketing stuff goes, drop forge 12-point, 72 tooth reversible with a bonus little sleeve that they go into there. And lifetime warranty. I don't know how you would end up claiming that, but let's get these things out of the boxes. Before we do that, they actually send you a little flyer. I've never really heard of DuraTech before, at least I don't remember hearing of them. And basically looks like just your average Chinese company making all different shapes and sizes of wrenches, basically. So yeah, basically all wrenches and what have you. So that unfolds. Isn't that nice? Well, they sell pullers too. All right, these are the sleeves you get. The gray bag is SAE. Blue bag is metric. As far as the bag goes, not bad. Not bad at all. It's thicker. It almost feels like it's cloth with that poly impregnation into who's what's it's. But these are the wrenches here. And here are the metrics. Do notice that they have 2 different finishes on them. The standards have more of a chrome polish finish, and the metrics have more of a kind of a matte finish. This kind of feels like the Weir style wrenches, and I mean this is just your standard metric feel to them, or your standard wrench material, I should say. Now, as far as sizes go that you get with this guy, you get an 8, a 10, 12, and a 13. And on this end here, you get a 14, 15, 17, and 19. You do have skips in there, but those skips you could use with the SAE sizes. The SAE sizes, speaking of which, you get a 5/16, 3/8, 7/16 half inch. And on this guy here, you get yourself a 9/16, 5/8, 3/4, excuse me, and 11/16. Now, again, we're not hitting all the sizes, but we're hitting all the sizes that you would use on a regular basis. And again, the tool bag tools are the regular basis type tools. So that's kind of what my line of thinking was on that. As far as fit and finish goes, like I said, 72 tooth. Yep, that feels every bit of 72 tooth. Not too bad. Like I said, these aren't expensive. I think each set cost me $25, so I'm not expecting the world to be set on fire here. A little bit of detent here. One thing I just actually kind of thought of too, it'll kind of work for like a pass-through, so if you got like a long bolt that, an extension isn't long enough for. You can kind of get that type of action with it. I do like the satin finish more than I like the chrome. Maybe just because it's different, but it just kind of feels nicer in the hand. For the smaller ones, same deal, 72 tooth. Not too bad. Moving over to the SAE jobbies. Same feel, same everything. Chromey handles. For aesthetic reasons, it would be nice if they had the same finish on them. I don't know if maybe they're getting these done in 2 different factories, or I don't know what the story is, but yeah, I mean, top tier consumer grade tool. It's about what I'm feeling here. Not too bad. Same thing goes for the little guy. Is that all right? Yeah, that's okay. The levers here, they're a little, they kind of stick out a little bit here. You kind of see, yeah, you can see with the camera. I said I could see one of those breaking off if it's getting abused. The bigger ones aren't as bad. They don't stick out as much. And of course they're bigger, but yeah, I mean, not too bad. Well, let's get these here metrics out of the way, because I got my SAEs out of my bag, and it's kind of what we're doing here. We're seeing how much space we're actually going to save here. Now, this is my tool bag SAE collection we have here. Now, complete disclosure here. These, what size do we got here? 3/4, yeah, up to 3/4. These 4 wrenches right here are pretty much exclusively used on usually hydraulic fittings. So I don't need to keep these in my bag. I shouldn't keep them in my bag. I just kind of like to have them there. Like I said, I only use them when I'm doing hydraulic stuff and bigger hydraulic stuff. As far as the smaller wrenches go, again, we're talking, these guys could probably stay in the toolbox, and these ones should be sitting in the bag. But like I said, I just keep them all together. I don't know why. And I mean, I'm probably carrying an extra 2-3 pounds worth of tools. But speaking of weight, let's see what kind of weight we actually have with this here set. All right. We got the old Harbor Freight scale here. And let's lay these down here and lay these guys on top here. And we are looking at 5.2 pounds. So almost 5 1/4 pounds worth of wrenches that I'm carrying on a daily basis, I should say. And with this, and you know what, let's do I'm going to keep the sleeve with them too, so let's put the sleeve in there. We are looking at 0.8 pounds. So yeah, almost a reduction of 5 pounds just in my SAE wrenches. So what do you say we take the wrenches out of my daily driver regular combo wrench kits, the ones that are being replaced by this, and see what they weigh. All right, these are the 8 wrenches that those little DuraTech wrenches are going to be replacing. And we are looking at about 1.88 pounds. We'll call that 2 pounds. So, yeah, I did a little math off of camera there, and we're looking at a pretty significant reduction in weight alone. I'm assuming with the I carry a little bit less metric combination wrenches in my bag. Just a couple of the bigger ones I don't carry in the bag, but yeah, those wrenches, we'll call those 4 pounds. We're 5 1/4 with what I got now as far as the combinations in the SAE. So I mean, that's like 9 pounds, and then we're reducing all that down to basically 2 pounds and 8 wrenches. It was 4 wrenches, sorry. So yeah, if this works out, that actually will be really nice. Well, all right, that's about it as far as these little wrenches go. I did remember, I think I forgot to show you guys what the actual inside of the cases look like. You got screen printed on the side here, the different sizes with the individual wrench. You got a nice little flapper on the side there, so I just dropped a couple of wrenches on the floor. Nice little flapper on the side so the wrenches don't fall out the top. And this, of course, is the metric bag. Again, screen printing, flapper, not too bad. So, yeah, let's close it out, give my final thoughts. So let's let the experiment begin. By the time you guys see this video, I'll be at least a few weeks into these here wrenches, and we'll know for sure by then if I could replace or subsidize, we'll say, my regular old combo wrenches with these here Ratcheting box wrenches. And like I said in the video, I mean, nothing replaces a good combination wrench. The form factor has been the same. Everyone does the same form factor. It's for a reason, because they're handy little wrenches. But in my day to day, most of the time I'm just using the box end, and I'm not, using them for anything that really needs to be beat on or anything like that. If that situation does come up, I can just go into the toolbox and grab the box wrench or the combo wrench I need. And as long as I don't have to do that too often, yeah, these things might actually come in handy. Um, these I'll link down in the description if you're interested in them. Maybe, you got you're an off-roady type guy, and you like to keep some tools with you when you're doing that, and you want some just lightweight tools that you can throw in there for an emergency, or at the very least, will be good for that. Any of you guys using these in a more premium brand, let me know. Maybe I'll look them up. So if this whole situation works out for me, that's how I usually do things. I buy the cheap one. If it feels like if it's working out pretty good, I'll go out and buy the more expensive one. And yeah, let me know if you got a more premium brand of these style wrenches. Maybe I'll pick those up for a future video. But yeah, that's about it for this video. Any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the old comments section. Today's t-shirt is Kentucky Ballistics. Very, very fun YouTube channel that I watch. I'll link them down there in the old description as well. You should check him out. The guy's hilarious, and he plays with big guns. How could you go wrong? Yeah, so that's about it for this video. I'd like to thank you for watching. There you go.